Good morning, everyone. We are the Group 3.
I am Soryo Ellen Smith, and I am Bernadine Murillo.
I am Ortiz Raymar Kai.
I'm Laika Ausente. Carlos Rosal. I'm Vara Angelica Mayeng. I'm Jorina Rino.
And our report for today is the sensory evaluation for quality and measurement and research. So, my assigned topic is all about the sensory evaluation. So, what comes in your mind when you hear the words, oh, sensory? Anyone? Miss Bala, sensory. Like when you use the word sensory, namin naiisip sa parang na sensory. Yes, Miss Ausente.
So when we heard the word sensory from me, recently, it focuses on the five senses. Senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch.
Okay, very good, Miss Ausente. So, the rule of sensory evaluation, Miss Bala, will you proceed?
Sensory evaluation uses our sense to check food quality, safety, and acceptability. It helps detect spoilage, ensures product meet consumer expectation, and guides product development by identifying flavors, textures, and appearance that people prefer.
Okay, Miss Ellen, what have you learned sa nabasa ni Miss Bala? What did you understand?
So when we say sensory, so evaluation, it uses our senses to check food. So pag sinasabi natin sensory evaluation, so tinitest dito or tinitest ang isang food kung ano ba ang quality or the safety, and it helps to detect that food.
Very good, Miss Ellen. So, as you can see, we have the sensory evaluation rules. We have 6 sensory evaluation rules. First is consumer needs. So, consumer needs, people expect from food based on the culture and habit. So, based on the culture and habit. So, ma-identify natin yung siya kapag kunwari, mag-expect din sa'yo ng food kapag kung matulad sa ibang lugar. Like for example, kung matulad sa Amerika, makupanggit nga doon ano ba ang habit sa nila ano ba nila habit pagkaon, ano ba nila culture when it comes to food, kung good taste ba nila food, kung malalasahan ba natin ito. As in sinusunod, also, kung mabibitan natin ito, parang kung marumayagan natin ito, masaya na food from other culture. Next is the ingredient properties. Ingredient properties, taste, smell, or look, and how strong those characteristics are. So, this is ingredient properties. I-evaluate natin yung indihan kung i-check natin ang label kung may allergies. Like for example, may kinetic allergy sa peanut. So, syempre, kapag ma-intake natin itong ingredients na naada sa snail na food, maaaring magkamay na allergy reaction. Tapos maaaring mamatay or ma-hospital. Yes, di rin pag-suggest. Paano namatay kapag di rin dahil malunasan? Because, because kapag di ba, ang mapansin niyo, minsan si may mga severe allergies. Pag sunod ng severe, maaari ka talaga mamatay. Critical talaga, hospital ka dahil. Pero may sila parang mild black, like mga mangga kala, yes, itching, rashes, and such. And next is the prototype profile. Prototype profile, testing new food samples to see if they meet the target consumer expectation. So when we say prototype, it means kunwari, maghatag na lang example. I'll give example. For example, we have a newly opened restaurant in town, and they have a free taste, Sun Food nila. So when we sort of prototype, kung mariyagan nato ang food nila naging paborito, siyempre, para tapos ipapatunays nila dapat ang food niya naging paborito niya, mamagitan ng free taste. Para kung mariyagan nato ito, ma-attract ito or pwede natin, possible natin balik-balikan itong restaurant nila. Restaurant? So next is the quality and shelf life. Making sure the food safety stays safe and good to eat for a certain time. So very sabotable naman kung sure natin the shelf life. Before we buy food or yes, this is food, we should consider the shelf life and the quality sa food natin gining titinda. Because kapag di natin naging consider, may mga pros and cons ito as always. Kunwari, kapag di parang nagbalyo pala tayo sa product na imo want, pero wala may check on, boss na pala mag-expired doon. So, hindi useless na. Tapos kunwari, di ko i-gin parang grocery ka. Yes, ito sa grocery ka. Tapos, nagpinambalyo ka lang, nagtimod ka wala check ang label, kung saan yung expiry date, and pagka nabay na ng tanan. Tapos, pag uli mo, or pag kinabukasan, na-check mo ang yung pinambakal, mga expired na pala. So, makakaraga ng food na yung palit. And also, quality. Before we mag-buy food, we should consider the quality of the food. Kahit, kunwari, bisan nga rin minsan sa appearance, may nagkit sinusugat na parang na-attract it sa appearance sa same food as siya kitnapapapalit. Like, napapatunayas it sa same appearance of food. Tapos also, like kunwari, kapag very matabangan food, matabangan food, dapat natin consider quality sa food na ating gain or malalasahan para maulit-ulit natin ito palitan. Next is the consumer preference. Finding out which food vision consumer likes best. So, iniluwat ang consumer preference. So, ano yung pagkaintindi sa consumer preference? Anyone from the class? Yes, Miss Jelly. Yes. Consumer from the word consumer preference. Wala? Oh, Miss Calusor. Wala, guys? So, ang consumer preference, i-consider natin doon ang preference natin as a consumer. As a consumer, dapat i-consider natin kung marureyagan ba natin yung product, kariyag ba natin yung product, suitable ba sa atin yung product. As yun yung sagot na consumer preference, mapping position. Kung siya doon na mapping position, ito na ako, hindi ba nga product suitable sa kunwari, papalikit sin gamit, hindi ba nga bago magagamitan, magagamitan ko ba yung kuhay, sakto ba sa okay ba ang design, accurate ba ang color, like sa imong preference na ito, depende makapag-judge kasi natawag when it comes to her or him or her preference. Get me, guys? Get me? So lastly is the long-term benefits. Understanding how sensory qualities affect buying habits and loyalty. Example, if people enjoy the taste of chocolate brand, they will keep buying it regularly. So, consider natin long-term benefit, like parang na-addicted sinisay na food. Like, pagdali natin yung example like, kung nano iyo, pero binabaka na pagkaon, na-addict ang sini, like, everyday ka rin niyo mag-taste ito ng food, hindi malasahan. Yes, Ms. Ausente. Fried chicken, yes. Pero let's keep in mind nga, fried chicken is very complex. Dapat, may nakita sa TikTok, wala ko kasi, every day dapat, may sa minimum intake sa, excuse me. May fried chicken kasi, and whole na fried chicken, kung nasa Jollibee. Ang whole na fried chicken, dapat, ang concept natin na kuha, sugat sini. Tapos, inyan ka ng mga oil, inila dapat ka na intake every day. Kung magpatuloy-tuloy ka, sige, awal natin sini. Fried chicken, kuhaan sa atin, breakfast, lunch, dinner, minsan pa nag-i-snack. Kapag oil hindi masyadong pagkaon, nasobanakit sa atin, intake na oil. So minsan may mga sakit na nakukuha tungkol sa doon. So gets me right and role of sensory evaluation of food. Any questions? Okay. Next is the importance of food quality and safety. Ms. Laurino, will you read the first bullet?
Sensory evaluation uses human senses, taste, smell, sight, touch, and hearing to assess
Yes, mga rin pinangutan na kanina ay Ms. Ausente. Sensory evaluation uses our senses. Like, kapag mag-imot kit sa mga product, ang ating gagamit kapag nag-imot kit product, sense of sight. Kapag nag-smell kit, sense of smell. Also, kapag nag-down kit, sense of taste. Sight, touch, and hearing. Dapat you consider to not, like, for example, magbakal kit headset, dili sa hearing. Kung suitable, kung quality ba, yes, kung quality ba siya, kung maupay siya sa, like, and based, minsan siya kasi, may preference na, kapag mo ba yung based sa AirPods or AirPods, pinapalit ko, or maupay siya sa pandinig. Next, Miss Marilyn, will please listen to it.
it helps in change in texture, flavor, or appearance that may indicate storage or contamination.
So it helps detect changes in texture, flavor, and appearance that may indicate spoilage or contamination. So, nadi sa aton sensory, dapat important sila natin kapag kung nakikita natin may spoilage na, like may naamag na, dapat na ang flavor and also the texture. Siyempre makikita man natin ito, like, hindi ko sa like, may kita naman natin. May imag man natin ito when it comes to food na di na siya eatable. Eatable? Di na siya pwede ka-order. Kaya namin magpupos kapag kumain kayo mga panis na product. Yes. Also, maaari kayo ma-food poison. Okay, Ms. Caluso, we will visit the last bullet.
Ensures products meet consumer expectations for freshness.
Yes, di ba kapag nagbabakal kayo ng isda, naimod natin tayo, ano't naimod, iniimdan, yes, ang masa, ang mata, ang matagod. Kung pula ang mata, butod. Yes, minsan, or tatouch natin ni ras, ang skin niya, ang flesh ang karne, karne, ma-identify na natin nga, dili na okay ang sayo na food. So, ganda na makit. We have the food quality assessment and ensure consumers' choices. So, and sa inyo nakaintindi sa'yo sila. Tell me inside. Tell me yung mga kung ano naiintindihan niyo natin. So, sige, warak man. So, we have the sensory evaluation, variable sensors, sensor arrays, rule of emotional during testing. Very sabotable, pero i-explain ko. Bakit din niyo yung maintindihan. So, na-explain na natin kanina yung sensory evaluation. Natin touch, taste, smell, hearing, and sight. Hindi naman sa wearable sensor, explain ko na naman kanina. Sa wearable sensors, like, kasama ito sa in-explain ka na sa consumers' references. Like, kung bukal ba sa atong puso yun yung pagbakalon, kung pumalit lang sining wearable sining item, dinigit magka-rashes, sorry nakat ang picture. And also, kung okay sa atin. Next is the sensor arrays. Arrays? The tongue, nose, and eyes. Parang natin siya sa sensor evaluation. Like, parang tumatakit siya ako sa bagay. Next, last is the rule of emotion during testing. Di na natin ma-identify sa atin, parang sa, kunwari, may si Ernie Lenz, mas mo rin na nagbakal sa food. Tapos, na naasuman siya, yes, ang facial expression ng iba, dili naka-indicate ang quality sa food, kung na ng taste, kung papagos na ba, mas maraot, ang smell, kung maasong, nakadepende ito sa facial expression. Mas a lot of emotion during testing. Gets, guys?
Yes.
Next. How it guides product development. So, Miss Bala, will you proceed the first bullet?
Provides direct insurance feedback during the creation of new food products.
So, nanay natindihan. Provides direct consumer feedback during the creation of the new product. So, pag sinugat natin nga, provides direct feedback during the consumer creation para like, mayroon na feedback dahil ang consumer. Kapag bisan new product ito, dapat mayroon feedback yan sa mga testing, quality, na ito mga pinag-consider natin when it comes to food or anything that we buy anywhere else in the world. Next is identifies preferred flavor, texture, yung packaging that appeals to the target market. Siyempre, iba na sila parang kung appealing and sa mga bagay, kung okay ang texture, marketable ba siya, as in mga key consideration, guide products development, like key consideration when it comes to buying anything. So next, it's help food companies improve existing products and maintaining brand loyalty. Pag sinugad natin na maintaining brand loyalty and helps companies improve existing, ito na hindi natin makukuha sa feedback sa iyo ng consumer. Dito natin makikita kung kunwari, as me, as a company owner sa mga clothes or any products, makukuha natin yung like, kung natin ikaw, nag-buy ka sa product, tapos naghatag ka feedback sa may mapa-negative ito, mga mapa-positive, i-accept ko ito para mapaupay ang nakon product, basta ma-improve ko pa sa nakon product, para may ito pa sinuupay ang quality and marketable ang product, para mapatronize sa ibang sa consumer. Very good. Reduces risk of product failure by ensuring the product is both safety and enjoyable. So yes, dapat natin consider natin yung reduce risk of the product failure. Kaya once nga ito na kahapon sa consumer education, di ba si Ma'am? Yes. Ano na-mention ng Adora? Wala. So na-mention ng Adora, dapat ang same product is quality para waray mahatag na feedback ng maraot ang sa iyo nga company nga ikaw lang raot sa iyong company. Also sa iyong product. Like, di ba, example si Miss Ursua kahapon. Yeah, pag di mag-complain siya, di ba, si Miss Ursua, nagpalit daw siya laptop sa TikTok and nag-last lock for 3 months. 3 months, di ba? Tapos, wala na pa-open, nag-contact pa rin ng seller, such, of course, kuha sa seller, so iba na yung tapos. Yeah. So, kasi both safe and enjoyable. So, hindi na ng kid, sini. We have the consumer behavior and attitudes. So first is, we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 consumer behavior and attitudes. First is the preference. What consumer like more compared to the other opinions. Like, consumer karina. Like, kunwari, ikaw, kariyag mo, since yung gadget, or fuse, kunwari, ikaw mahilig ka sa spaghetti, pero may choices nga da, spaghetti and pancit. So, makatukan sa yung preferred ng food, and asin yung kakaulon. Masusunod, reference. Next is choice, the product consumer decided to pick. Ila na. Kukuha mo, ano yung kariyag na product, kaya di na ka mansit, masaya. Sa nul, masaya. Next is purchase, the actual buying of the product. Before, ini kasi, sa parang pa din siya, key consideration din siya, before ka mag-buy sa product, you need to know the reference, choice, And ibabakal na natin siya kung okay ba sa atin yung input. Din ito part, ipapalitan na natin sa yung product kung okay ba sa atin. Next is consumption sa fooding. The act of eating or using the product. Like, ito na, di ba, napalit na natin. Kung bago man ito or pagkaon, kung pagkaon, kakaon na natin ito sa consumption ng part. Like cycle and siya since sila mga consumers. Next is desire, the feeling of wanting the product. Ito na nasusunod. Kanina nga, parang, hindi kanina. Sa yung sa yung bullet, di ba kanina like, parang ipapatronize na rin sa yung product. Like, okay na lang sa hand ko or napitan ko yung product or yung brand. Mapalit na lang sunod kapag iti-taste ko na lang masiya unina. Like, na-addict ka na siguro na product. Next is buying intention. Plans or willingness to buy the products in the future. So, pinagaw kanina, like, nagbabalak ka na nga. Okay, karasa sinino pagkaon, mapalit ako next time, mapalit ako pero buwas, pagtitirukan ko ini, kay mahal, kay maupay good man sa bagay sa akon, kung sa bato man, ito nagsusugat buying intention. Ano rin? Frequency consumption. How often the products is consumed. Dito na parang napapadalas na natin gamitan ini or napadalas na natin alisin na product. So parang, kasi na-addict natin. And lastly, willingness to pay. The amount of money consumer are ready to spend for that product. Adi natin sini. So parang, purchase na ito, willingness to pay, like, pwede na natin, mabay, parang walang anticipation na papalit ang pagpapag na product. Kasi ito siya, so parang willingness to pay, like, hindi nga, like, guide ni siya, before it is willingness to pay. Like, mga consideration natin natin siya kung okay ba sa yung product before purchasing it. So, as it consists of that, the link between the consumer and the innovation include development. So, any more questions? Anyone? Violent reaction? Thank you. So, Ms. Ausente will continue the topic.
Very well. So, good morning again, everyone. I'm Laika Ausente, and I will be discussing the application of sensory evaluation. So, before we start a formal discussion, again, what comes in your mind when you hear the word sensory? Sensory or senses. What comes first in your mind?
Senses, like sense of smell, sense of sighting, taste. So when we say sensory, it's all about senses. The 5 senses sample, senses of smelling, touching, sighting, and tasting, and touching.
Okay, thank you, Miss. So, again, my topic is about application of sensory evaluation. So, what are the 5 senses? So, again, the 5 senses are focusing on senses of sight, taste, smell, touch, and hearing. So, let's come up sa important. So, Ms. Calasar, will you please read?
Important is to understand the consumer preferences in case of new product developments, to understand the effect of process, variation, and organoleptic properties of food products.
So, the importance of sensory evaluation in food technology, it has a preference in case of new product development. So, it focuses or it helps the product to become improve or innovate. So, the senses play a crucial role in food technology or food product. Tapos, magkakandak aksan sa mga store, magkakandak ako dito sa mga pre-taste. So, during that, having a pre-taste, syempre may mga consumer or customer na mag-taste dito ng product. Tapos, magko-comment sila or mag-hatag sila sa nila insight about the product. If kulang pa siya sa taste, or may kailangan ba improve, tapos ang texture ba niya okay la. So, they're using their senses, sensory and sight, taste, texture, and hearing or smell. So, they use that to comment or to have their preference or their insight about those products. So, next application. Miss Morello, can you please read the first bullet?
Sensory evaluation applies to diverse product by scientifically analyzing responses to sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing to measure product quality, characteristics, and consumer acceptance.
Thank you. So, and in application, yes, like what I said, or Mr. Ortiz said lately, having these senses, it is very crucial, or it plays a crucial role in food technology because it helps a lot to improve the product or to innovate the product and mas mapaupay pa lang sa na product by having this sensory evaluation. Kasi dito nakapalawang kung paano nila i-judge or ikukuhaan ano sa mga product, it is, sabi nga ni Mr. Ortiz, kung ma-attack ba ng customers ito or paakit-akit ba siya, tapos kung willing ba ang mga consumer nga palitan siya outro. So, it helps to, again, to innovate or improve the product to become more on, palitan lang siya makakatak sa consumer. So, sensory evaluation provides support to research and development, marketing and quality control. So again, sensory evaluation, it focuses or it helps the producer or for example the company or the one who produce or build those product para mapa-improve nila or ma-develop nila sa nila product. So again, this is the senses, appearance, smell, aroma, taste, texture. So para hindi yan touch kay kuan, ano man siya sa kuan. Hindi siya masyado deep to consider or most focus sa touch. So, for example, sa food product, kuan, for example, hamburger. So, bago pa lang kita na-open, halimbawa ako nag-open ako sa mga restaurant. Tapos, ang akong product na isa-sell or ibabaligay is hamburger or fries. So, before ako mag-start, magkakandak muna ako sa pre-taste. So, may mga customer na mag-taste sa mga product. Tapos, pag mag-taste sila sa mga product, di na papasok ang sensesan consumer. Kung sa appearance ba niya, yung mga product is kung kakit-akit ba, tapos sa smell or aroma, mahamot ba siya or hamot ba is nakaka-attract sa consumer para magka-ausiton or magpakausiton. Tapos sa taste man, and taste, syempre, ang quality sa mga product or food, kung marasa ba siya or dire. Tapos sa texture, syempre once na niya kay kung matig-aba ang hamburger and bread niya or ang patty, okay naman texture, may muga or raw or hilaw or luto. Tapos, nila na kukuhaan, tapos nila na mabubuo ang idea or insight nila kung ano ba, kung kailangan ba yung improve na product, kailangan ba sa development or pasok na sa era. So, food industry use. So, the food industry use raw agricultural products to create safe, nutritious, and convenient food for human and animal consumption by transforming them through processing, packaging, and distribution. So, food industry, the uses of this is, most on nagagamit sila sa mga agricultural products to create safe and nutritious and convenient food for human. So, sa food industry, commonly is nagagamit sila sa mga natural product or for example, sa hamburger, di ba sa patty niya nagagamit sila sa meat or sometimes may mga restaurant na imbis na meat na nila nagagamit, nag-use sila sa vegetable. For example, sa among during sa grade 12 kami, sa among research is nag-focus kami sa ang research naman nag-focus kami sa sa hamburger. So, imbis na meat na naman gamito sa patties, nag-focus kami sa puso, sa saging or banana blossom. So, gin-innovate naman ang pattern naman or ginkuan naman by using banana blossom. Naman siya, parang naganda kami sa research, syempre. Di na nagkalooban itong aroma, texture, tapos ang appearance niya, kakatak ba siya, tapos ang taste niya, suitable ba siya sa mga consumer nga mag-retake. Tapos, kung at dahil naging successful man siya, tapos, may mga insect niya po na kulang siya sa taste or ang aroma niya, okay man, tapos may analiwat mag-comment niya dire. So, by using those senses, mas na-improve pa talaga ng sanang product or mas nade-develop pa siya. So, consumer testing and product improvement. Mr. Ortiz, can you please read?
Consumer testing involves gathering feedback from target users to identify products, issues, and areas for improvement, significantly reducing the risk of product failure and increasing market success.
So, in this paragraph, so, consumer testing involves gathering feedback. So, like what I said, nakafocus ang senses to evaluate the product, if it is, suitable ba siya, or kung ba siya, okay ba siya sa mga consumer. Tapos, dili nagkukuan kay kung nano ba ang target, nano ang target sa ito nga company nga nag-use sa mga product, if it is good for kid, sa adult ba, or sa middle, ganon, basta sa mga kuan. Kung nano ang preference niya, babalid yan sa ito niya sa mga product. Product testing. Miss Balat.
Product testing is a strategy to increase consumer protection, ensuring product safety, compliance with industry standard, customers satisfaction, and reducing the risk of product recalls or failures.
So again, and senses is play a crucial role in food technology. Hindi lang nakapaloob ang product testing. It is a strategy to increase consumer protection, ensuring the product safety, compliance with industry standards, consumer satisfaction, and reducing the risk of product recalls or failure. So Mr. Ortiz also discussed this kanina. If the product ba is masasatisfied ba ng consumer or mas ka-attract ba siya or kakit-akit ba siya nga palitan sa mga consumer or product testing also conducted during the release of bago i-release sa mga product, may mga nag-taste sila or nagkuhaan sila ng i-taste nila or gintatry nila ang mga product, if it is suitable ba or nakastore kay kung may kulang ba sa iya or may mali ba or if it is perfect or not. To sum up, senses or sensory evaluation is very important in food technology because it helps us to develop or improve our product. So that's all. Ms. Calafor will
Good morning, everyone. My same topic on subjective evaluation. An introduction. Subjective evaluation of food is very important because it answers the important question of how a food looks, smells, feels, and tastes. The individual consumer choice combined with decisions of countless other consumers to test the quality of food being processed. Sensory evaluation. And subjective evaluation is an essential that relies on evaluators' personal judgment experience, and introduction to determine the quality or performance of something rather than on strictly defined objective criteria. Ang subjective evaluation is ginagamit siya sa halimbawa sa research ang mga panelists method ang nagko-consider sa mga taste and mga quality sa food. Subjective evaluation, subjective versus objective evaluation. And subjective evaluation, a scientific discipline in which characteristics of food are measured, analyzed, and interpreted their chemical reaction to different senses is called subjective or sensory evaluation. Methods is sense of sight, sense of smell and pag-amay, sense of hearing, sense of taste, sense of touch. And sa objective evaluation, a scientific discipline in which in which characteristics of food are measured, analyzed, and interpreted through chemical reaction by using instruments or standards process and are not dependent on observation of individual is known as objective evaluation. And methods is chemical methods, physicochemical method, microscoping, examination, and physical property evaluation. Comparing subjective objective evaluation. Pag i-compare mo siya, subjective sensory, uses individual. Tapos sa subjective analysis, and sa uses individual, uses man equipment. And sa analysis, involve human sensory organs, uses physical chemical technique, results may be variable, and results are repeatable. Determines human sensitivity, needs to define technique appropriate for food, determines consumer acceptance, and cannot determine consumer acceptance. Time consuming expensive, faster, cheaper, more efficient, essential for product development, essential man siya for routine quality control. Adi man an example sa subjective evaluation and objective evaluation. Adi man paging kakaptan niya ang food, pastach, kasama ta, ang droa na iimot, ngan sa dila, adi pananam niya, tas adi man sa ang sa nose pag naaamoy, ang sa talinga, hearing, tas define the problem, ang subjective evaluation, define the problem, collecting relevant data, create hypothesis, test hypothesis. Ano man sensory organs and characteristics. Adi ba? Ang sa mata, ang sight, ang naimod niya ang color, texture, size, ngan shape sa pagkaon. Ang kuan man ang sa irong, odor, pag naamoy niya ang kuan flavor ang mga amoy. Ang sa adiman sa taste, naamoy niya nananam niya kung mahagkot ba or hot, cold, warm, or nanon texture. Tas sa kuan didi man sa sang ang sa kuan didi ano ni ay sa liog ngala. Pag di ba pag nagkakaon kita, nagkukan dito. Sensory organs and characteristics. Miss Auxiliary Kinetic.
Sensory organs. Sensation in a physical process during which the sensory system responds to stimuli and provide data for perception. Essence is any of the system involved in sensation. During sensation, senses organs engage in stimulus collection and transduction. These are 5 sensory organs in human which help them to check food quality, taste, and appearance. First, senses of sight, eye, senses of taste, tongue, senses of sound, ear, senses of touch, skin, sense of smell, nose.
Pwede meron example. Ang hearing, tapos ang sa touch, taste, and sa sight, ang appearance ng pagkain ng ulo. Sensory characteristic of food. Miss Morelio History. Appearance.
Appearance. It includes all visible attributes and derives from the interactions between a substance or subject and its environment as perceived by the human observer.
An appearance nila, for example, adi man ang burger, parang di ba, pag mo doon siya, pagkarasas, adi man naman ang mga food, parang naatrak ka sa nira, appearance ka na ng mga kulay, parang karasa, pero di man healthy. And aroma, Miss Ellen, sorry, Miss Rita.
So aroma, the food ordinarily is served hot or warm. The aromas vary greatly from one food to another. Some of the descriptive words applicable to various foods include spicy, plural, sulfur, and woody. Aroma can penetrate from distance when comparatively volatile compounds are abundant. Aroma is influenced so much by temperature of the food. Aroma can be evaluated by sniffing the food. It triggers the attention of testers.
Yes, kuanan aroma, di ba? Halimbawa, pag may nagluluto nila sa mga street food, pag naamoy ka, ala, kakabagbansag to, karasa. Maan aroma, tapos sa iba pa, o di ba, sa Jollibee. Sa PFC. Sensory characteristic of food. Flavor, miss, balat, can you please read? First one.
Flavor. Flavor represent the composite assessment of taste blended with odor and sometimes sensation as tracing burning or calling in the mouth.
Di man ang flavor. Ang flavor man, ang flavor sa pagkaon, di ba? Pag marasa or malain, mapait, maharap ba, or makuan, matamis, parang dairy. Last, ang sa texture is during, can you please read? Ang first one.
Texture is an expensive term requiring careful definition for person serving on a sensory panel as well as truthful inclusion in the scorecard. The textural qualities of food have a relationship to the appearance of the product and to its evaluation in the mouth, which relies on the mouth feels of food.
Adi ang texture kapag kuan. Kung nararamdaman ka o magaspang, o magaspang ang pagkaon, or mayungo, or smooth, or kuan, mahamis, or matamis, yan, marasa. And that's all my part.